Oh man, the festival is really beautiful this year. So many different food vendors and things to look at. Look at all the little lantern boats on the river. They're so pretty. All the food stands are serving such amazing food this year. Grilled meat skewers are my favorite. Last year was my first year since moving here, so it was my first time that I was able to attend the festival. With my family moving around as much as we do, it's pretty nice that we've settled down here long enough for me to experience it twice in a row. That was right before you started working at the shop near our house, so I don't think we'd met yet. I went all by myself, though, and I had a great time. I wasn't lonely or anything. But, I mean, I guess it is kinda nice to go with someone else. So, thanks, or whatever. I would have gone to the festival either way. I definitely wouldn't miss out on something like this. Usually I don't get the chance to find something I really enjoy about the places that my family moves to. My parents are always so busy. I mean, I can remember a few times in the past when I was a kid where my mother and I would go to parades or other events in wherever we were living at the time. But now that I'm an adult, she's really more busy with helping my father out with his company than spending time with me. His company is the reason why we've had to move so much. But I guess I can't complain too much. I mean, I am the daughter of one of the most successful and wealthy businessmen in the past 3 decades. But it can be stressful, you know? Our family is always being watched and criticized by the media. It's bothersome to have to move around so frequently to avoid the paparazzi or because of new business deals. When I was younger, the few times I would see my father, he'd tell me that I had no right to be upset at him for not being more involved in my life, since we were so wealthy because of him. But you wouldn't know anything about that, I suppose. Being a shop worker and all. These aren't the kind of problems people like you have to worry about. It's only a matter of time before we have to move again for business reasons. Being an heir to the Vladislav Industries fortune isn't all that it's cracked up to be. There are times that I'd trade all the money for a normal childhood, or even for relaxing times like being at this festival. Being the only child of such an influential family comes with a lot of responsibilities. Never trust anyone. Always put on an impressive front and never show weakness. And according to my father, never show affection. He said that primarily applied to men, though. So had I been a son instead of a daughter, he probably would have been more strict about it. He always said that it was the mother's role to show affection to the children, and that a man's only responsibility is to show affection to his marriage partner. You'd probably irritate him more than you irritate me, no doubt. You're always so kind and thoughtful to everyone that you meet. He'd chastise you for being weak and not having a spine for sure. Even more than I already do. Oh, but I've been thinking about it. You know how I've been telling you that you have to call me Miss instead of my name because you haven't earned the right to? Well, I'm really enjoying myself here at the festival. So I guess you can call me by my name from now on. Oh, but not my full name. Call me Nika instead. It's easier and it's not as foreign. So people won't become suspicious and find out more about my family or our influence. My goal is to remain as inconspicuous as possible so that we don't have to move away again as quickly. Of course, it won't matter if my father has to move us away for business. That can't be helped, I suppose. But if I have anything to say about it, I'd like to avoid moving because the media finds out that we've settled down in this little town. Plus, people will start treating me differently, and I definitely won't be able to be seen with you anymore. For the time being, you're one of the only people who knows who I really am. You should feel privileged. It's not every day that I would trust such a secret with someone like you. go, come on! The fireworks are about to start. Let's go down to the river so we can see them. Oh, gross! I didn't mean to grab your hand like that. Ew, ew, ew! Forget that ever happened. Don't get any ideas. Let's just go, please. Oh, they're starting. They're just as beautiful as last year. Oh, by the way, not that I really want to ask you, but I really have no choice, it seems. My father is hosting a large formal event for his business partners in one of the nearby large cities. Now that I'm older, it would be strange for me not to come with a date. Not like a real date, of course, but you know what I mean. Like a +1. It's tacky in the business world to be alone at such an event when you're no longer a child. And like I said before, you're the only one who knows much about who I am. So it's only practical that I would bring you with me. So it's settled. You're coming with me. I'll have a tailor send over a suit for you to wear to the event. But you can't tell a soul about this, or so help me, I'll have one of my father's security personnel break your legs. Got it? I can't have anyone thinking that we're a couple. That would be worse than them finding out about my family. But I'd really appreciate you helping me out by going with me. That would be nice of you, I guess? But now that that's out of the way, let's just enjoy the fireworks, okay?